I have never seen the era before Michael Jordan talking bad about the older generation. I never seen it.
Yeah.
And now it's like normal. Like these players, this era, like they're just taking shots at like it was always known that the older players are gonna take shots at the new players, but the new players never took shot back.
Yeah.
They respected it. They're like, look, they paved the way, man. We just took it. Now is this back and forth, and it's like everybody's taking shots at each other.
Yeah, it looks ugly.
Yeah, it does. I don't like that the new players are doing it. I don't care that the old players do it. I don't like that the new players are doing it. Why? Because you guys all of you guys.
Well, a lot of times when the old players do it, they want to keep the game, the integrity of the game,
exactly
the same way,
which I understand and I like. So I don't not like these new players taking shots at older players or older generations. I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
I've always seen them respect the people before them.
That's how it was always.
Because like I remember, Bill Russell and Wilt, they used to always take shots at Mike.
Yeah,
I've seen Kareem take shots at Mike, but like Mike never took it back at them.
Kobe never.
Yeah, Kobe never took shots back at them. I mean, when he did a top 5, he put Bill Russell in his top 5 players that he would like make a super team with.
He would say like, "Look, man, I'm not even in those conversations." Like Kobe would say it. So
there's one man that started this disrespectful.
I was gonna go with that. This all goes back down to one person.
He started this disrespectful stuff, and now everybody's disrespecting everything. And now it's like it doesn't matter what you did. What would have happened if this happened for me? Like now you can enter fantasy into your debate.
Yeah, and it just makes it's just bad because usually it doesn't work that way. Usually players like LeBron, they like when they get giving everything, like everything's just. Since the guy is like 13, it's just chosen one. Everything you get, everything is, and usually there comes a point where they don't deliver. Like and LeBron hasn't delivered to the magnitude that he should have to be compared to those greats. But since he has delivered somewhat, is gotten to where it's like he gets to do all of this shit. Because if we would have lost and we would not won, none of this would happen. But now it makes it okay because he did it. And he was allowed to do it, which is do whatever he wants, switch to another team and make a super team, and it's okay. Like people still talking about him as a great, and he is a great, but not to that level.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Like, so probably someone like T-Mac that sees Bron doing all this crazy shit.
Yeah,
probably
like, say it.
Maybe like, well, what if I would have done some wild stuff like that?
Yeah, like it just makes it okay because usually players before championship wouldn't talk the way LeBron talks. They weren't viewed like that. You need 5 and above to be in that room. Like that's what it was needed. Now it's like, all right, now we got Curry like in the conversation. Like I see Curry like, oh, number 1 ever. I'm like, what? No way. Like
you talking about a point guard?
About point guard, I'll give him second. Like
I don't even know. I wouldn't throw him a second.
You wouldn't put him in second?
Well, that's the thing. What is a point guard? That's the thing. Like, is it a position or is it a job? I look at a point guard as a job.
Yeah.
And when I think of the point guard job, I don't look at Steph Curry and say he's the greatest facilitator I've ever seen.
No, like
I've seen way better facilitators than him. I think Chris Paul is a better facilitator than him. I think Stockton's a better facilitator.
100%.
I think Magic Johnson's a better facilitator than him.
100%. LeBron James is a better facilitator than
like
Curry.
Steph Curry is like what is he average? Like a 6 assists a game or something?
But the thing is, what I give Curry is because of the spacing that he provides. Like that, I give that a lot of credit.
Yeah, but is that the point guard's job to shoot a bunch of threes?
No, it's not. But
like I'm saying he's a better player than a lot of them. Like we're just talking basketball.
Yeah,
but as a point guard,
that's true.
There's a specific job you have to do. Your job is to set the offense.
If you break it down,
set the table. Your job is to get people going.
If you break it down that way by position,
that's what I'm saying. So when we're talking about that, but that's what when you said the greatest point guard, you're talking about a position.
Yeah,
you're not talking about player. You're saying just a position.
That's true.
So when we're talking position.
Yeah, then
does he do that position better than any other player that you like? No, I can probably name players now that do it better than him. I just at the position.
Exactly, I agree with that. But then Curry's in a tough because
he's a 2 guard. Honestly, he's a 2 guard that plays the point. That's what he is. He's like him and Kyrie Irving are like 2 guards.
Yeah, that's
they're
true.
basically AI running point guards.
Exactly. And that's why I always give credit to AI so much because I'm like, this dude was little, but he
played the 2.
Played defense, played the 2, He didn't have to switch to the one because he was little. Curry plays the one because he's a liability in any other. That's the only position he can actually play defense. I mean, he can't really play that one either, but that's the only position where you could keep him when it's not hurting your team. Kyrie's the same way. Kyrie's a liability. He's better. He's a better defender than Curry, but to me, he gets picked on. Like in the playoffs, at that position, he's gonna get picked on. So it's one of those things where, like you said, if you look at as a player, he's great.
Yeah, the player. If we're talking player, yes, all right. You could throw him. If you're saying he's the best player as a point guard,
yeah. We might have to start that new conversation.
That's a new conversation.
Yeah.
If you're saying he's the best player that plays point guard,
yeah,
I would be like, yes, I agree with you. But if you're saying he's the best point guard by position, by the definition of his job,
then no.
Because like, what the hell is like what are we talking about?
I think
like, he's
Draymond not average more assists.
Yeah, there's times where Draymond's running the point. He's the one running the offense. I'm like, I could never imagine a situation where Magic Johnson is on the floor and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is running the offense.
The ball, yeah, it's not happening.
And Magic Johnson's running around screens freaking for like all game.
Exactly.
Like no, like that's not the job of the point guard.
That's true.
Now, if you want to say he's the best player that is a point guard, that's a more realistic conversation.
Correct. And I still don't put him like top 5. Like
I don't.
I can't put.
I'm like, you have to average at least 10 assists.
Yeah.
For me to put you in that, like at least for like several seasons.
No, I mean like you talking about top 5 on the point guard position
as a point guard.
Yeah, some people put him top 5 all time, just overall.
Oh, all time?
Yeah, I'm like, how is that possible?
I put him in my top 10.
I could put him in my top 10. I don't be high up top 10, but I
put him like 9, 10. Yeah, like I put him in at the end of that.
I have him over. Some people have KD.
Nah, KD. Nah.
Yeah, some people have KD in the top 10 and have Curry out. I'm like, no. You have to switch that.
KD, I don't even know if I put him in my top 25.
You know,
like people just say, like if you put him next to Larry Bird, like I think Larry Bird is so much better than KD.
Because this is why numbers suck. Because they're gonna break down the numbers, and of course KD's numbers are gonna be better. But the winning intangibles, what a winner demand, it's not a close. I think if Bird was healthier, I think Bird would be way higher in that conversation.
Bird, if you think about Bird made 4 all defensive teams. Exactly. KD has made 0. Like for being 7 feet, moves like a guard, having all these tools and to never make a defensive team, it's bananas to me.
How do you not? You have the physical ability.
And then he played on the Warriors, where the Warriors was like one of the best defensive team. Like you had all the defensive help. Like why didn't you I don't know.
Should have been on there somehow.
I feel like you should have been.
Yeah, again, I don't like those certain players that are considered great nowadays have the mentality is all wrong.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I don't put KD. I don't even know if I put him in my top 25. That's
yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. I will have to
listen.
I put Paul Pierce over him.
Yeah. Yes, I would probably.
I would get killed by.
I would probably put Paul over him.
Yeah, I would too. But people would.
Paul was a dog, though.
I'll say that, and people go nuts.
Yeah, I think what it is like this dude teamed up with Devin Booker and Bradley Beal, and they missed the play-in.
It's wild.
The play-in, not the playoff, the play-in.
That's wild. And they're gonna, they were hurt, whatever. But
I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
I do not want to hear it.
One of them alone should take you to the playoffs. Like one of those 3 players alone should be able to.
That's bananas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy that they were that bad of a team. And then when he was in Brooklyn, what the hell happened in Brooklyn?
Yeah, there's too many. There's too many already sample sizes of him just not being able to lead a team.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down to. Like you could get your points. You could get the points that you want. It still doesn't matter.
There's just been too many players that got it done for me to like. As I'm saying, I would have to really go through my top 25 to see see where I would put him. But he's definitely nowhere near my top 10.
Yeah,
nowhere near. I can't. There's too many players that were great and got it done.
One question I wanted to ask you, because I think we're probably going to disagree on this. We agree on mostly everything, but I think on this we're going to disagree. What's the toughest? I had this argument. What's the toughest era ever of the NBA to you?
What do you mean, to win or to play?
To play and win both.
If I was to, it's between the 80s and 90s. I would say I would probably go with the 80s. If it was me, because you had the it was a monster to win in the 80s. Like you had the Celtics, they won 3, then you had the Lakers that won 5, then you had the Detroit that won 2. I thought that era right there, the 80s, was like that was a monster to win in the 80s.
In the 80s. I chose this, and I'm sure you already disagree. I chose Kobe's era.
The 2000s?
I think after Michael left, that's why I judge greatness as, right? Like after when Michael was in the league, that's peak NBA. And also when he left it at peak NBA. And I think Kobe and Tim Duncan had to deal with that. With these AI, with fucking Duncan, Duncan, Paul Pierce, KG. I feel like when Michael left, like those few, like that 10-year span, like when Kobe ran, like when Kobe was the man. To me, that's the worst time. That's the hardest NBA to me, because everybody's following this fucking dude that just left, which is Michael. Everybody is like, that's what everybody has in their mind when and he left, but all these dudes are still here. So I feel like Kobe got it the worst.
I think the East was too weak for me to agree with you.
And maybe, but
the East was like, whoever came out of the West was cleaning up.
True, but I still think that was like
that's why
competitive and like I don't know, like
I think the West was as hard as it can be during the Kobe era.
Yeah,
the West was tough as hell. But I think in the 80s you had dynasties on both ends. You had
that's true.
The finals was a battle. Like the final was like a showdown. Like when Kobe went to the finals, you're like, man, give him the rings already.
I don't know.
Come on, man. Like, do you think the 76ers were gonna beat them, or the Pacers,
or
like
Shaq? I get that part. Yeah. That part, yeah. That
the
was
West.
Just, yeah.
The West was like the East was so bad during the 2000s.
In that aspect, yeah. But I don't know. I just felt like
the West was loaded, and then the East was garbage.
But it's always kind of been like that.
No, the East used to be in the 90s. The East was like the beast, like back in the day when you had the Knicks, you had the Heat,
but then who was in the West? That's what I mean. Like
who was in the West? Yeah, you had San Antonio was good, Houston was good, Utah was good, Phoenix was good, the Blazers with Clyde.
True.
Both sides were tough as hell. You were.
That's true, but I still feel like the Kobe got, because it's just.
I disagree with it. I go with the 80s because I would say, like, part of me wants to say the 90s, but then I'll go Jordan dominated the 90s, so I'm gonna go to an era where both sides were kind of. It was like a power struggle. So I'm saying, so let me go with the 80s because Magic was doing his thing. And also the Celtics with Bird, and even the Detroit came in and did that thing. It was a back and forth.
In that sense, yeah.
So I'm like,
you know what? You might sway me. But
so I'm like, that era to me had to been like, and then also Dr. J snuck in and Moses Malone. They went in and snuck in a title too.
You might switch me between the 80s and the 2000s. But I always feel like it's just, Michael was so great that it's just the competitive level that he left. Like it birthed to like Garnett and Kobe. Like who was more competitive than those two dudes?
Yeah, it did. But crazy. I'm saying those dudes were on the West.
I know.
The East was diminished.
No. When you break it down in that like East versus West,
like the East, you could win 30 games and probably make the playoffs.
Exactly. That's true. That's true too.
Like the East was terrible. Like when you look at Kobe's era, right? And I was doing it when we were going over the T-Mac and why didn't T-Mac make it past the first round? I'm like, I looked at the West. The top 7 teams all have 50 plus wins. Like the number 7 team had 50 wins.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like damn, like just making it out the West.
Yeah.
Like and the AC was above 500.
Yeah. That's true. When you break it down in that way, that's true too. But and
then I look at the East and I'm like, yo, how these are terrible records. How the hell, like, you know what I mean? But then everybody in the East had a shitty record. All your top 3 teams had like maybe 50 plus, but then everybody else was just like
bad. Yeah,
that's bad.
True. That's true in that sense. Yeah.
So I'm just
more
like
balance in those other eras.
It wasn't balanced at all. Like if you would have moved some of those West teams to the East, then I would have been like, all right. There's battles going everywhere. Then you knew the finals was gonna be a showdown.
That's true. But I don't know. I just always
like in the 80s. Every finals was a showdown. You had Magic Bird. You had Isaiah Thomas Magic. Like you had Dr. J. Didn't he face Magic when he went to the finals? I think the 76ers when they went to the finals.
I think they did once.
Yeah. So you're having stars clashing in the finals. Like,
you know what? You might get me on the 80s. Not the 90s, but the 80s for sure.
The 90s had some stars too, but like the thing with the 90s was Jordan kind of just dominated it. So I go, you know what I mean? Jordan dominated it too much. So that's why I put it behind. But I think the 90s was more well-rounded than the 2000s, to be honest with you. Just because I said because the West was still tough and the East was tough as hell.
No, when you break it down by conference that way, then yeah.
I just felt like, I mean, I felt the West was strong as hell during Kobe's era. That was the toughest West you've seen, but the East was so weak.
Bad, yeah.
That I'm like, I can't
until Boston like made that switch up.
Yeah, then Boston, made the big three, and then they now then they made it somewhat competitive.
Yeah.
Where finally the East was able to get something in there.
We had LeBron with facing off here.
Yeah, then LeBron got Miami and then Cleveland, and then it started balancing a little bit more.
Yeah, that's true. But that's a conversation that I want to see more people have. Compare the eras that way, not players. Like I want to compare just the eras. Like
the eras, mine is the 80s. Just because of like the if you do greatest teams of all time.
Yeah.
If we did what are the 5 greatest teams? You're gonna say
the 80s,
the Showtime. You're gonna say the Celtics. You might throw in the Bad Boys.
You have to.
Right. You're gonna look at those type of teams. You're gonna look at the Bulls. You're gonna look at the Warriors. But like I feel like there was more in the 80s, more teams that you would throw in that debate.
Do you think what the NBA doing might bring that back by like making it more open for everybody?
I mean, it could. I mean, I think to bring it back is more than what the NBA is doing. Like, there has to be some pride in the city you play in.
That's what's missing, though.
That's because like Magic Johnson was a Lakers to the day he died. He's a Laker.
Yeah,
he was committed to the city.
Yeah,
Larry Bird was committed to Boston. He is a Celtics.
It was like a
Magic. I mean, Isaiah Thomas. He's a Detroit Pistons through and through.
Yeah. To this day.
They, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have that. Like, these players, with some money, they're leaving.
And that's in every sport.
They're leaving for money. They don't care about the city. Like, they get some money here, they're out. Or if they disagreement with the organization, they're gone.
I think that's the biggest problem across sports.
Yeah.
Like, one of the funniest things ever was, I don't know if you follow baseball as much, but I think it was, I forget who it was, but somebody tricked David Ortiz to wear a Yankees jersey.
Oh, I think he tried to. Was it Derek Jeter? Like he tried to give him a jersey.
Yeah. Oh, he put it on. Somehow, something happened where a hat. It was a hat.
Maybe I'm seeing something different. Then.
Yeah, but I think it was a hat. And he was like, no, like I could never wear it. Like that's how deep it goes.
Yeah, because I saw Derek Jeter try to hand him.
Yeah.
Something. We might be saying the same story. It might be different, but he was like he refused to.
Yeah,
put it
like
on.
that's how these people are retired, like long gone, and they're still.
Yeah, that's the thing. We don't have that right now.
Mm.
So in order, like I know they're trying to do a bunch of things to keep guys here. They did the Supermax, so you stay on your team.
Yeah,
they're doing all of this apron stuff to like make sure that you can only keep certain players. But I think players have to embrace the city.
Yeah,
and almost become a part of the community.
Yeah.
To where it's almost like you're from here with us. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You can't.
So like when you put that jersey on, it's like you're representing. You're fighting for the city.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Need to bring that back. I don't know.
When you bring that back, then you can bring those iconic teams back.
Yeah.
Because it was more than just the players. It's the fans. The fans were ready to fight for that team.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, that's another thing. People are fans of players now.
Yeah.
It's not teams. It's just. I'm not like that. I stick to my team.
Oh, I'm with the Celtics all day.
Yeah. Like I stick to my 2 teams. I don't change. Like I don't care where the players go. Like that's
one of the things. That's why I don't want them to trade Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. I'm like, yo, like, you know what I mean? Like we had Paul Pierce. You know, we had Larry Bird. You know, Bill Russell. Let us get Jason Tatum and Brown. You know what I mean? Like let those guys retire Celtics.
Exactly.
I don't want to. I don't like. You know what I mean? Like I would rather. I want to get at least one more with them. After that, I don't really care. Let them like I don't mind losing with those 2.
I think
just keep them as lifetime Celtics. I don't want to be that team that's always like, oh, let's grab this guy, grab that guy, because then it's like, you know, who do we identify with? Every year you're gonna look for some random guy.
And players are not paying attention to this part. Like, look at KD. KD got no home.
He has no home at all.
Like, he has no, when he retired, like, he has nowhere, like.
Because people are saying, where should he do his farewell tour? Like, who should he retire with?
Nobody.
And everybody's like,
honest. Like, you don't belong to any team.
Yeah.
Really.
He's a nomad.
Yeah. Like, that, the players are not thinking about that. Like, David Ortiz said it the best. It's like, you know what it is, that no matter what happens to me, that organization has my back, and I know that city has my back. Like, he knows, like, he says that, though, you know, through and through. He's like, players are going to miss out on that level of, I mean, this guy got shot in DR. The organization sent the plane and the doctors and everybody to go get him.
Yeah.
Like, that's the type of connection that players have with their city, with their,
that is what we're missing. That is what we're missing. Like, the NBA could do whatever they want, but until the city and the player are like one, they're connected, like, we feel you're a part of us, then, you know, until we get to that point again, then you're not gonna see those iconic teams like it used to be.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you know, the city ain't gonna identify with you. They're gonna be like, oh, you're out. As soon as we start losing, you're gone.
You're gone, yeah.
You gotta be with them through the good, the bad, the ugly. It doesn't matter.
Like Paul Pierce. That's one thing I give. Paul Pierce talks crazy sometimes, but
he's a Celtics though. At the end of the day,
and he was here when it was bad.
Yeah, he was here bad. And I don't ever recall. Maybe he did, but I don't ever recall him asking for a trade.
No, I don't think so.
He stuck with it.
He was involved in trade talks, but not due to him.
Yeah.
You know. So.
I mean, like, I know KG left Minnesota, but they still consider him as a Timberwolves over there. I know he retired as a Timberwolf.
Because he did it like it was like, yo, I gave you guys my whole I gave you every I left to Boston. I was like, oh, like
he was in his 30s.
He was past his prime when he came.
He may have been like what, 32, 33?
Yeah, like he was past his prime back, and
he was like, I think he still had like a year or two left in the prime. I think he was like 32 or something like that. I think he had like still another year or two left.
Yeah, and I think Boston wins another one if if he doesn't get hurt after a year prior.
Yeah, he did get hurt.
He got hurt, and
Perkins got hurt when we got to the finals. There was some injuries, but yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that needs to start.
That's what's missing, and that part I have no idea how you could like go about, because it's the money. Like, at the end of the day, what's happened is just
the money, the ring chasing.
Yeah, and
it's more special when you win it in the place that you call home. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's way more special winning it. You know, I got drafted here. I built my whole career here.
And you can't
I get it here.
You can't do it what LeBron did. You can't go somewhere else, win, and then come back. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
You kind of quit and then like came back, and it's different. But bottom line from this podcast, guys, blame it on LeBron. When he retires, like
no, basically what the NBA is doing is fixing everything he has done. The All-Star game, they gotta fix it because of him. The dunk contest, they gotta fix it. They gotta fix all the player movement,
all that player empowerment bullshit that he did.
They're trying to fix it right now.
Man, it's funny because I used to look at it was good. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, the players are getting like. I used to look at it like this, like the players are the ones winning against the organization. I never wanted the organizations to win. Like, you know how some players like they give their whole life to the organization like
trades them,
and like I hated that. But then I saw what the opposite of that what it is now, and I'm like, you know what? the organization has to keep the power, because in that there's no control.
Yeah, no, there's not. Because
at the end of the day, that's how it has to be.
The thing is, like, a player, they can feel any type of way and just be like, I want to leave.
Yeah, exactly, and that's pretty much what's happening.
I just want to go. I want to go here, and it's like, as a fan, you don't understand it.
Yeah. But they're thinking about the future of like that's what like the Lakers. To me, the Lakers, like you perfect. You have the right excuse to move on from LeBron James. You don't have to look like the bad guy. You finish out your contract. Bye. Done. And I think LeBron should quit. Like, he should retire. Like, I see no benefit of LeBron doing anything else.
There isn't, because like when he leaves LA, he's gonna leave on a shitstorm. Like, he's not gonna just leave quietly. There's gonna be a storm when he leaves.
You ain't Kobe. And they don't owe you what they did for Kobe. You want one chip. Like, Kobe gave us 5. Like, it's not at that level. It's like you said. Look, if you were a Kobe, you're Jordan, you're John Jones. You delivered. you might we give you some leniency. Like I agree with what the Lakers did with Kobe towards the end of his career. He earned that. I don't feel LeBron earned anything as a Laker. You won one chip, and it's kind of iffy anyway. So,
it's been a storm every season.
Exactly.
Like every season, it's like we gotta fire the coach.
We have to do all this.
We
shit.
gotta get rid of this player. We gotta get rid of D'Lo. We gotta get rid of Westbrook.
Some people wash it off. Like he gave you a chip. Like it's the Lakers. One chip is not enough. This
I know.
Is not. This is not.
It's not the
Cleveland.
It's not the Washington Wizards, man.
Yeah.
You know, this is the Lakers. They got
different.
16 championships.
Yeah, it's different.
Like Magic Johnson played there. Kobe Bryant played there. Kareem played there. Like
this
one chip isn't.
LeBron is nowhere near those guys.
And they hanging up in-season banners.
Yeah, that's why.
You know they're the only team that I don't think Indiana
anybody else. That's crazy.
They're the only teams that hang it.
That's what I mean by like you need leadership. Like I don't know who in the Lakers allowed that. Like in the organization.
Yeah.
Like who allowed this? Like
Kobe said, all we hang here is championship banners. Then after he dies, they hang in season.
Wild.
Like if I was a Lakers fan,
I'd be tripping.
I'd be like, what is this? What are we like?
Yeah, it's the same thing with Boston. Like the fan base is not gonna allow bullshit. Like
no, we wouldn't.
Like it's just not you.
That's why I'm so glad they never made a move for players like him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. To give up everything.
Man.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm so glad.
But see, Boston is kind of like Miami. We're not letting one player hold us hostage. Like we're not. That's not gonna happen. We have a history. Like you just can't throw away the history of the Boston Celtics for what 2-3 championships. Like there's a history here.